I've had a lot of people tell me they want to know more about the Sam Houston National Forest. We've already talked about the forest and its history a little bit. 186,000 acres. The forest is 28 miles long and 16 miles wide, and it's all protected forest land. It's managed by the National Park Service, by the U.S. Forest Service, and by U.S. Fish and Wildlife. It's also a wildlife management protection area. And so the forest is just miles and miles of beautiful trees. If you own private land in the forest back in 1936 when it was created, you could keep it. And so you'll see a few family homesteads, kind of like the one that's over here on the right. And these things just keep getting passed down generation to generation, and they never ever come for sale. But the forest is a beautiful area, lots of wildlife. This right here is the ranger station for the Sam Houston National Forest. You'll see Smokey the Bear there on the side of the road. And this is where all the park rangers and everything office out of. Park rangers are federal law enforcement officers. So you've got federal law enforcement officers that also patrol and protect this area, along with our local sheriffs and constables and so forth. There's over 200 miles of trails in this forest. You've got trails for just about everybody that loves something to do with the outdoors. Of course, there's hiking trails. The most popular hiking trail is called the Lone Star Hiking Trail. And this one trail runs for over 30 miles, so you can do some extensive hiking if you want to. They've got trails that are for mountain bikes. They've got trails that are for what they call multi-use, which is for four-wheelers and dirt bikes and jeeps and all that kind of stuff. They also have equestrian trails for those that love horseback riding. You'll see right here the sign saying multi-use trailhead. That's for the four-wheelers and jeeps and dirt bikes and stuff like that. There's a lot of wonderful things in the forest out here. Mother Nature certainly is at its finest. We've got lots of wildlife. The most prevalent species is deer. There's deer everywhere out here. Of course, we have all the little creatures too. We've got the squirrels and the skunks and the raccoons and the rabbits, armadillos, all those types of things. The other thing that the forest is really known for is its audubon interest. There are so many different species of birds that live in the forest, and they've actually identified several bald eagle nests. So we've got everything from bald eagles and red-tailed hawks all the way down to all kind of little species and critters. That sign just said equestrian parking. You can park over there with your horse trailers and hop on the horse trails. In Texas Grand Ranch, we also have trails throughout the community in our little park areas, and around the perimeter we also have a trail system. So there's more trails than you could know what to do with out here. You could always find adventures in the forest. The whole north end of Lake Conroe is in the National Forest, and I'm fixing to be at the lake here shortly and show you that. It's not like the Lake Conroe most people in Houston are familiar with. Lake Conroe is the top recreational lake in the Houston area, and if you go to the south side of the lake, down off Highway 105 out of Conroe, you'll see jet skiers and water skiers and just boats everywhere. It's crowded on the weekend. You can almost walk across the lake just stepping on all the boats that's so crowded. Up here in the north end, it's peaceful and it's quiet. Not a lot of people even know about it, because if you come north of the 1097 bridge, then you're going to hit an area called the Jungle, and you'll see some timber in the water. And if you follow the channel around the right, it brings you up into this area. We'll be there shortly.